Welcome to this month's Do You Know show. I am Rudy. Thanks for being here today. We are on Green Lake and Spicer for Winterfest. It is the Polar Plunge for Special Olympics. Always a great event every year in our community. Let's check it out.
Good afternoon. This is Susan Matson, Master Gardener, and this afternoon I'm here with Gwen Krebsbach at Late Bloomers, and is it Pam?
Yep.
And we are looking at something very special, something I really enjoy doing, and that is making fairy gardens with my grandchildren. And I'm going to turn this over to Gwen, who's going to talk a little bit about fairy gardens and their beginning and how they all started. We have some samples of different products that you can use in a fairy garden, and we also have a finished fairy garden here so that you can see how it looks when it's all put together. So Gwen.
Fairy gardens were first introduced in the United States in 1893. They began as bonsai gardens. Their popularity was likely due to the Japanese pavilion at the Chicago World's Fair. Soon thereafter, the New York Times featured these miniature creatures in an article, and as they say, the rest is history. The basic idea of a fairy gardening is gardening in miniature, creating the appearance that tiny fairy creatures have taken up residence. This is a perfect opportunity to let your creativity run wild and let your inner child out to have some fun. This is also a great chance for the children in your life, be it friend, grandchild, or your own children, to be a part of that process.
That gives us a good summary of what a fairy garden is. And I can also tell a little bit about some of my experiences with fairy gardens. I have 2 grandchildren. They're lower elementary age. And we took some large pots filled with dirt. And then the children, Ella and Jaden, used moss to cover the dirt. They also used rocks. And then out of their toy boxes, they found all kinds of little creatures. We had, actually, Jaden was the one who got some dinosaurs out of his. So his fairy garden had dinosaurs in them. It was really cute. And Ella got some cats. She's really into cats right now. So her fairy garden was filled with little different size ceramic cats. And then we also had some little plants in there. And that was actually quite nice. You can keep them over the summer outside. And another sort of a spin-off on that is last fall, we made fairy gardens in the bottom of tree trunks. And if you go into the woods, you will notice that many trees have sort of a little cave or a little opening at the very bottom where the roots are. So the children, Ella and Jaden, made those into little fairy gardens at the bottom of a tree. So that's another thought about them. Pam is going to show us something over here that she has.
This is a newer container that we just got in. It's kind of a high style. It's a rock. It's made out of stone. And it's just got the little crevice in the bottom. And we just added 3 smaller plants in there. And they'll just kind of grow out of the sides and just kind of be fun and a little more whimsical. And this is also a container that you can lay flat and do a dish garden kind of coming up this way also. But we thought this way was kind of interesting. It could be like on a shelf area or a smaller area, ledge or...
And you could even put those outside, I'm sure, in the summertime if you wanted to have outdoor plants, ferns, and also anything that would be okay to put outside. I'm sure would work really well in that one. So, some little tiny flowers if you wanted to get those really small ones and put those in there. That would be an excellent idea. This is all kind of fun to talk about in the middle of winter right now because there isn't a lot of opportunity to do gardening outside.
We've also made up a fairy garden for you to see what they look like. And you can pretty much use any container. This is a glass bird bath. And we filled it with, they call it more of the little fairy garden plants and a couple of the little fairy garden fairies and a little church and flowers. And it's got the moss and kind of made it kind of woodsy looking.
Well, this will give you lots of ideas now. You can do those right now, although it'd be pretty hard to find moss outside right now. However, you could fill it with tiny pebbles like they have in this one. And then it might be a project that you could work on during the summer too. So, all right. One of the other features today at Late Bloomers is something that we were just looking at. These are new. These are wind chimes, different types. Some of them have some different sounds. Also interspersed with the wind chimes are some glass terrariums, which are very unique. You could start a plant in here, or you could plant some really small plants. Some of these are a little bit larger. So this would be another idea of what you could do inside during February, March, April, whenever, until the weather gets warmer. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
The woodstock chimes we've just brought into late bloomers. It's something that was requested by some of our customers, especially to be brought over as a memorial to a funeral.
Oh, very nice. All right. So next month we're in for a real treat. We'll be visiting the YES program in New London, and we'll be out at the greenhouse there. So thanks very much. This is Do You Know?